What's going on, Leon? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go back to the whole past, present, and future thing because I got kind of sick of it for a while, but then I started missing it. So let's get back to that groove. Now this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Leo signs. And keep in mind, guys, like I always say, the energy could be transferable. So it could be your energy that I'm picking up on, or the energy of someone or something around you. Okay. All right. So what is going on for my Lions? April 15th to May 15th. What is going on for the sign of Leo, past, present, and future? Okay. So we have past jumping out at us. All right, guys. So we have our past, present, and future. Okay, guys. All right, so the energy that you guys have is the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So this is an energy where you're no longer being anxious over something. You're not losing sleep. If there's just something, you were just very... how do I want to say it? It's like you were just very consumed by it. You're not letting that happen anymore. And I feel it's as though something unexpected came in, some unexpected blessing where you guys are actually extremely happy and you made some sort of decision that you're celebrating. For a lot of you, this could be a huge financial move. Maybe you're getting into something where you're making a lot more money or you're getting some sort of lump sum of money. But wow, Leo, you guys have a huge change coming in where you're very emotionally fulfilled by this change. So let's see what's going on with you guys. Now, starting with the past, you guys got the Ten of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So for some of you, you could have been dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn specifically. Or it could have been some sort of matter that was attached to money in some way, shape, or form. But I see that there is somebody who is speaking their truth about something, yet there's a burden that someone is holding at the same time. So let's see what's going on here. So why is this Ten of Wands popping up? All right, we have the Two of Wands. And we have the Strength card in the reverse. So, Leo, I feel like you guys, there's something that you were very passionate about, but whatever this thing was, it was very depleting. Maybe you just had to work very hard. I can see this as someone doing overtime, especially if you guys are like an essential worker or anything like that. Someone doing something that they love or going towards something that they love, but it definitely takes a lot out of you, okay? You're trying to find balance in everything, and it's like you want to be happy, and part of you is maybe thinking about how much easier the past used to be. But I definitely see you guys working on something that's going to definitely make you break a sweat. All right, so let's see why this King of Pentacles is here. All right, we have the Three of Swords, and we have the Moon card. So maybe some of you found something out about a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and it could have been heartbreaking. Or this could have been something with finances. But something was discovered here, and maybe you benefited from it financially, but I feel like it was just very devastating for some of you. But again, the energy could be vice versa, so it could be someone else who was devastated by this. But at the same time, look, you guys still have this very positive energy at the bottom of the deck. So someone is finding out something that is very good news, but somebody, is heartbroken about something at the same time. For some of you, I feel the need to say maybe it was some sort of inheritance from like a death or something like that. So it's like, on one side you're happy about money, on the other side you lost someone you love. All right. So why is this Page of Swords here? Now, this is going to be someone who speaks very honestly, someone who's very creative. They know how to articulate themselves very well. We have the Knight of Cups, so some of you could have been dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here, but we'll see why that energy is there. Let's get one more card. And we have the Four of Cups. So I feel as though someone's making some sort of offer. They're trying to be very upfront about this, and I feel like the way that they come off, it's very charming. But regardless of how charming it is, someone's just not with it. Someone's not taking the bait here. Maybe it's because someone knows that a person is a player, or that you know, something is just very unreliable. Maybe this was some sort of ex coming back into your life. Maybe you try to get back into an ex's life, but there was something that a person was trying to come back to. Okay, whether it was a job or a person or just like some sort of situation. But if there is any pain attached to this, I feel like someone's just kind of over it. So that's why they weren't accepting it at this point. Okay, so in your present moment, guys, you have the Fool card in the reverse, the Seven of Wands in the reverse, and the Judgment card in the reverse. So you're excited about something that comes in, all right, in your past. And then there's some other sort of offer that someone just doesn't want to take. And I feel as though someone knows, like, if I was to continue on this path, there would just be a lot of roadblocks. There'd be too much burden. And this is just something I could never go back to. The energy of the present, guys, is just someone who can't deal with the situation ever again. Okay. With the Seven of Wands being the center of this reading, it's like you've endured the most that you could. But for a lot of you, you didn't let it get as bad as it could have. Okay, I feel that there's a situation that could have gotten a lot worse, but you cut it off before it hit that point. All right, so why is this Fool card reversed? We have the Two of Swords reversed. So someone deciding that something is just a really bad idea and they take themselves out completely. You don't want to talk with this. You don't want to be part of this situation at all. If it's someone that you were talking to, you're definitely not speaking to them. And you're just like, look, I can do battle by myself. In this case, you're saying that you're more independent on your own, and you're more independent, or just, you know, you're able to fulfill more in life without having this energy around. Okay. So why is the Seven of Wands in the reverse? I feel like a lot of you, with what you're turning away from, there's a lot of support that you have. I feel like you have people close to you as well. So it could be friends, family supporting you in whatever you're turning your back on. We have the Ten of Cups. Now extreme happiness comes in because you guys let this go. All right, so it was something that maybe it sounded really good. Maybe it seemed like there was a lot of passion. Excuse me. But you guys are realizing that it's just not all it was cut out to be. Okay, or maybe someone's realizing that about you. So why is this Judgment card reversed? Page of Pentacles. And we have the Death card. So it's like, whatever this is, you know how I always tell you guys, you have that Leo switch where you can, you know, you can cut a person off from day to night and it's just like they don't see it coming. In this case, I feel like you guys are taking an approach where it's just like, if someone asks for you to explain why you don't want to do something, you're actually feeling very patient nowadays, and you might, you know, definitely give them that time of day and be able to discuss why you want this change. And I feel as though you're willing to do that because you know you're not going to revisit it. So it's like, okay, let me not do the Leo switch right now. Let me actually give some sort of closure to the situation. And then I'm good. I'm walking away from this. For a lot of you with this Page of Pentacles, you can be building something new right now, but it's not something you're diving into. It's something that you're most likely in the talking stages. You haven't actually taken any action yet. You're just trying to figure out kind of like the blueprint for whatever this is. All right, now moving forward into the future, guys, there's definitely a huge change that comes out, or a huge change that happens because of the secret that comes out. That's what I wanted to say. So something is revealed, but this is something that is very empowering for you guys, and it's something that really changes the game for you guys. At the bottom of the deck, guys, you guys have the High Priestess in the reverse and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So whatever it was that you guys were letting go, I feel like you're being strong enough and willing to let it go. You know, you're going to explain yourself as to why you want to let it go. But deep down inside, you might be questioning if it's the right thing. But deep down, you do know it's the right thing. I feel like you guys are just, you know, weighing out every single option. Even though, again, you know what needs to be done and you're actually doing it. So why is this Tower card here? We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. And the Nine of Cups. So this big change happens, guys, where you're realizing something was a waste of time. Something wasn't being reciprocated. And you guys are so elated to let this go. You're so happy to let this go. Honestly, I feel a sense of freedom. I feel like something had you trapped. Okay, and it's so drastic, the change. But again, there's a sense of relief here for sure. Why is this Queen of Wands here? Nine of Wands in reverse And we have the Hanged Man. So yeah, there's just something that was too burdening, and you guys are in a place where you no longer want to bend over backwards or do anything that doesn't make sense. So with the path that you're taking, you're so excited to let something go. And with you letting this go, again, it's just that go with the flow sort of energy, and you feel so empowered by being able to relieve whatever burden this was. For a lot of you, maybe this is something with work. Maybe you're being overworked and it's like you're finally happy because you don't have to put in that same sort of effort. Maybe there's some sort of like promotion or something that comes in, or maybe you're just really being acknowledged for something that you're doing. But you guys are in a place where you are so focused, you find such a strong sense of stability, and you have something that comes in that is going to be with you for a long time. Okay, this could be a new start financially, this could be a new relationship, a new hobby that you're starting, maybe a blog or whatever that you're starting. And I see this having, long-term great effects for you. Okay, whatever it was that you had to let go, it's like you were at the point where you just felt so depleted. You did everything that you could, and you just feel like it wasn't you, and you weren't being true to yourself by holding on to that. Okay, so last card here, guys, Seven of Swords in reverse. So what is it that's coming to light here? We have the Page of Wands. So there's something that you guys are starting, okay? And with the Hierophant in the reverse, usually when I see this card, I'll say that it's something that should not be in a person's life, something that can derail a person. But in this case, Leo, what I feel is that there's a secret that comes out, or something that is just revealed. Maybe you guys didn't want to keep a secret. Maybe you're just, being silent while you're building something. But Leo, you guys build on something and you're very excited about it. But there is a sense of unconventionality with whatever this is. So I don't know what that is. Maybe it goes against your family's like religion. Maybe this goes against societal norms. Okay, maybe this is something that makes people triggered or makes people question things. I don't see this as anything bad or malicious. I see this as something that's really out of the norm, but you guys are very empowered with what this is. So I don't know what this is, Leo. It's unconventional, but you guys are going to change the game with it, and it has a very positive effect on you. Okay, so let's get you guys some cards of guidance. All right, I'm going to use another deck here. So this first deck I was using was Light Seers Tarot. This deck here is Everyday Witch Tarot. So what is some guidance I can give to my Leos? All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So there's two sides to this, where there's something here where there was a sense of dishonesty that was happening. I don't feel as though it was necessarily someone being dishonest with somebody else. This could have been you not living in your truth. That's really what I'm sensing more than anything. And I feel like there's something new that you guys want to do. It's like you're making this huge change in your life, and you're really taking it slowly, because again, this is unmarked territory, or this is just such a huge change for you. Spirit is saying, look, stand your ground. If there's any sort of hostility you're getting because of what you want to do, or there's any sort of like backlash or any sort of burden that you feel, you're at the point where that's about to end and you can move forward, in a very good way. But with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, I feel like you guys just stopped doing something that just wasn't working for you, okay? And you make a decision to just really reject something, and that makes you feel so good, and that makes you feel so balanced. We have the Seven of Cups. Okay, the Nine of Wands is here. So we have the Five of Cups under the Nine of Wands. And what is this Eight of Wands in the reverse about? You have the Moon card in the reverse. So yeah, you guys, you know what it is that you want to do. You're moving away from something that your soul was very uncomfortable with, because you just weren't happy with what you were dealing with in the past. And I don't feel as though you're confused about what you're doing. I just feel that there's many different ways to do it or to go about it, and you guys are really just taking your time to figure out the most appropriate way. But yeah, stand your ground, because you guys are being more authentic to yourselves, but with authenticity comes having to lose things that, you know, no longer fit in your world. And that's something that could be hard for some people, especially if you were like really attached to it. If this was like a friend you've had for a long time or a lover that you've had for a long time, but you guys are very clear on what it is that you want to do. So there's kind of like an awakeness to what you're doing. Your spirit is very, very sure. So you just have to go ahead and do it. Any burden that you're getting, or again, anyone who wants to talk shit about what it is that you're doing, that's all going to subside. You guys just have to stick to this new thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks very exciting for you guys. So yeah, we'll see how that develops, Leo. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If this resonated with you, you guys can always make a donation to the channel. Very much appreciated. All of that information is in the description below. If you guys need a personal reading, my website is in the description below as well. So you guys can follow me on Instagram, High Vibrations 44. I'm also on Twitter, Bruja Shit. Take care, Leo. Love you guys.